Hi everybody, and welcome to the very messy junk room where we create whatever. Today is day 6 of Junk Journal July, put on by Meg at Meg Journals. Check out her channel. You will find the prompt list, you will find her collaborators, and you will find lots of videos of inspiration over on Meg's channel. I'm joining in on the fun. I want to be creating every day in the junk room for July, so I'm following along on the prompts. Today's prompt is layers and layers. Very easy prompt to work with for sure. So join me as I work on a masterboard today for the junk journal that I'm creating. But before we go, I'm going to pick one out of the box and see what it has to say for us today. I can do all things through him who gives me strength. I hope that encourages you today. Let's get creating. Layers on layers. You can take this in any way that you want, but one of my favorite ways to create layers on layers is to do masterboards. I've gathered some materials in this bowl. I just grabbed things. There's so much junk all around me that I just grabbed it and put it in a bowl. Seems to be the theme of this little junk journal. It's becoming a very scrappy one, which I'm loving. Masterboards, so easy to make. Just get a piece of paper, it doesn't matter the size, and some scraps. This one here, I think would make a great base for another page. So I'm going to fold that in half to remind me that I want to use that as a separate page. But I've got tickets, I've got lots of different scraps of paper, I've got tags from shopping, I've got tea tags. What else is in here? Oh, golly. There's stuff in here. Like really. Oh, and washi tape. And then not to mention everything around me. These two pieces were created out of a masterboard, and I brought them just to give myself some inspiration and, oh, how did I make these? And I was looking just to count how many layers there were. So we have the masterboard, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 layers on this one. And they turn out so cute, and you can use them for a tuck, you can use them for a pocket, you can use it for a little journal card, decorate a page. So many ways that you can use these little pieces. I have some already. Now this one is started. I've got all the scrap paper on it, and then on top of that is a rub-on wall decor that was given to me, and I really like it, except you gotta rub so hard to get it onto the paper. And some areas, especially the very, very old paper, it doesn't want to stick to, it peels the paper. So we have to be careful when we're using rub-ons and the paper that's underneath. But it's okay because it's a masterboard. It's going to be cut up. And like I said, you can, I'm using 12 by 12s. Can't fit it all in the camera. But when I get a pile of scraps, I just grab some 12 by 12 paper and glue them down. Or if I'm particularly stressed, I just will grab some glue and some scrap paper and just do that. It's a great stress buster too. A scrap buster and a stress buster. In the background, you may hear thunder. We have a pop-up thunderstorm happening right now. You can see that it's all kinds of different papers, all different directions. Doesn't matter. You just get them on there. This is the scrapbook paper I'm using to cover them because I have the same pile, well, the same papers in a pile. So all the ones I just showed you are on this paper. I don't like it. So I cover it. I leave the white because I can cover that up with some ink, and that could be a journaling. I'm just going to get one of these started here, and you can use any glue stick. Glue stick works because I sew at the end of this. So I'm not going to do a full one, but I am going to get one started in case you haven't seen one done, or you're not too sure about it, or you just want to see someone else's process. And with anything that I do, I like to leave some over the paper, the sides of the paper. And I do that with all of them because it gives it a nice clean look. And if I come to decorate this side, it's already got a nice edge to it. I also, when I'm collaging, I like to work from the outside in. I have no idea why. That's just the way I've been doing it. And I don't want straight edges. And it's okay if it goes on the floor. Everything ends up on the floor. And I do turn the page around as I get going so that the things are going in a different direction, that they're not all looking the same, because that would be pretty boring, I think. And it's good to have them at the ready for any project. And I'll come back to spots I haven't done yet. And this is layer 1. The bigger the scraps, the less time it takes. Look at this beautiful font. This is a great little project to do when you're watching TV or you don't know what you want to create. You're not sure, your mojo's gone. Maybe you're not feeling 100%. Maybe you don't have a lot of time. And then you get a pile like I have that is at the ready. I love using different languages in my collages. Different fonts, different shades of paper. It's okay if you use the same paper on your masterboard, just change the direction of it. So I'll finish this later, and I'm going to bring back one of the masterboards so we don't have to wait for things to dry. That was layer 1. layer 2, I'm going to do some stamping. I don't always do this, but there's no right or wrong way to do masterboards. And yes, you take the chance of it getting covered up. But that is okay. And I'm just going to work in 3, so I'm going to stamp it 3 times in different directions. And then script stamps are always good. If you have one of those roller stamps, that's fun too, to do a little bit of that in the background. Don't want to think about it too much, just find spot that says joy. That is layer 2. Then the next thing I do is I start getting some bigger things down that I have laying around. These I've just punched out of magazines into making them a stamp. Easy to do. It's a great way to get little pieces. I think I'm going to start now to kind of do groups of things together. Another great thing to use on masterboards are stamps. And I have lots of stamps. I love using stamps, so they're going to sit underneath my desk on my lap. I hope I don't spill them. You can use washi tape. This one has tickets and stuff. Guess I should, if I'm going to start doing some of this, I need to glue some stuff down. And how do you know when to stop? When you're happy with it. Masterboards are also great just to use up all kinds of miscellaneous things. Now, you can have a masterboard, a themed masterboard, I've done that. Okay, that would be layer 3. Now let's go back to our washi tape and add some washi tape on top of this. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to stamp some numbers. I have numbers, harvested numbers. Once you know where to look for numbers, you find them everywhere. From magazines and phone books and books and calendars. Another thing that you can add is measuring tapes. How cool is that? Let's add one. For this, I'll use art glitter glue. At this stage, I'm not going to use words. I will put words on after it's all cut up. There needs something in here. Now I'm going to bring out the butterflies. I've taken it to my sewing machine. I didn't have black thread. I have to get some of that. So I used a brown thread and I just free flowed stitched it. Just going in all different directions, trying to make sure that I'm getting all the layers. Like I missed here, that could have used a run through. The next thing I want to do is I want to add some stenciling. I have this crackle plate. I have this crackle paste. It's translucent. I've used it before and I wasn't very happy with it. I want to see the crackling. I suppose I could put some paint in there for different color. But let's try this texture paste medium that I just got not too long ago. And I'm going to use this stencil and I'm just going to put it here and there. I don't want it everywhere. Okay, I cannot get anything out of here. It's going to take me years. This doesn't even come off to scoop out. Going back to my translucent. But this, I'm going to just take a little bit out. This is an experiment. And I'm just going to add a couple of drops of ink. Antique linen maybe. Because I want to see it. Guess I could add coffee or tea. Will this work? I can see it a little bit more. Okay, let's try that. Now I have very little to no experience with crackle paste or paste. I don't know if we're going to be able to see that. Ooh, maybe a little. Ooh, that's exciting. Where else can I put it? Maybe some in here. Like right in. Okay. Ooh. And I think I got a little bit left to do, maybe right in here. Just a little bit. Use every little drop. Ooh, that might work. That has got to dry. Whoa, how many layers do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, we're up to 5 layers, I think. Okay, gotta dry this. That dried pretty quickly. And it's subtle, but it's there. Now, one more thing I want to do before I cut it up. And I haven't done this before, so I don't know if this is going to work or not. But it's all about experimenting and trying new things. I would like to make this a little bit grungier. Put some on here and just let it travel. Down. Move it around. Now, I could probably achieve this if I just sprayed tea on it. But I don't have any made. And this is more fun. Just to see what happens. And then I'll have to dry this. And then I think that will be the layers so that I can cut it. And there might be parts of it that I want to add some lace or more of a focal point. Here, let's just smush it. Let's move it around. There we go. It's got to get over some of the thread. Those are the layers. Now comes the fun part where we cut it all up. You can go about this any way you want. You can do a masterboard where you know you're going to be cutting it certain places, so you're just gluing things down in that area. But what would be the fun in that? I'm just going to turn this around. Tell me when to stop. What do I want to use this masterboard for in my junk journal? Tags, for sure. This is a page, so it can't be any bigger than that. A tag could be 4. Might be a nice size tag. Do some at 4. I'm gonna have to go through that a few times because of the thread. Tag can't be any taller than that. So that would be the size of a journal card or a tag. Not the paintbrush, Sherry. So that gives us, what, 5.5? Right? I was doing 3, right? These ones, oh, I cut them all different. Could be pockets. Could even, these ones, oh, these ones would be nice tags. I'm going to cut this down. Just one of them. And we'll save these 2 for something else. All these pieces we can now use in this junk journal. Look at that one. Ooh, that one is nice. That would make a nice tag. Yes, it would. So do that now while I'm thinking of it. Let's do this. Beautiful. Cover it with coffee dyed paper. Oh, it's gonna be perfect. Let's look. Love that one. I don't have to add really anything to this. Just ink around the side with Jumbo Java, and I'd say it doesn't need anything else. Just maybe a topper at the top. I could, and I might actually do that, sew around the edges. Let's see this one. Ooh, okay. Like it that it's got the butterfly. I didn't cut this straight. No, I did not. Might cut that one down. Not sure. And then this one. Oh, I think this one could work as a tag. I think so. We'll just make it one. That way I'll know that this one is done. Yep. Still not sure about that one, but let's look at these ones. Okay, that's definitely going to need something, a focal point. That goes better that way. Ooh, this one got all the crackle paste. Definitely needs something. Okay. This will need definitely something. This, I think, could be a tag. Just like it is. And all it will need is something right here. But I'd say that one's done. What about this one? Okay. Got some of the butterfly there. Might need something here. Like another cluster even. Not like that, but okay. And we have one more. Oh, she didn't get cut through. That's good. I'm thinking that could be a tag on its own. Maybe something down here, like a sentiment, maybe another stamp here. So these ones are ready. Just sew around the edges. This one could go this way. This one I think needs something, but I think it could be a tag. Needs something. Needs something there. Something there. And I have to cut this straight. But there we go. We got a number of pieces to use in our junk journal with lots of layers, and even more can be added. And so you will see these pop up throughout the journal as it continues to develop. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.